Throughout history, some of the most influential figures, from philosophers to inventors, leaders to artists, have been associated with secret circles and esoteric orders. Among the most famous of these groups is the Freemasons, and within that organization, the highest publicly acknowledged rank is the 33rd degree. This designation signifies that someone has completed all 32 preceding degrees, essentially a structured ladder of initiation, much like leveling up in mastery. For centuries, members who reached this height gained access to knowledge and teachings that were intentionally kept hidden from the public. But here's the kicker. This guarded wisdom isn't secret because it's dangerous. It's secret because it's powerful, and once people understand it, it changes everything about how they view themselves and the world. Today, Seeker is pulling back the curtain. You're about to explore ancient principles of cause, effect, vibration, and reality creation. Ideas that weren't meant to be hoarded behind closed doors, but were historically restricted as a form of control. These teachings reveal something profound. The power you've always had was never outside of you. It was inside all along. The only question is, did you know how to access it? Let's begin. Why this knowledge was hidden and why it matters now. For much of human history, wisdom was passed through lineage, initiation, and inner circles. In groups like the Freemasons, the Brotherhood, and similar societies, higher degrees weren't just about ceremony, they were about access to deeper universal laws. Names you've heard: Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Winston Churchill, Voltaire, Mozart, Mark Twain, Jesse Jackson, Steve Wozniak, Henry Ford, were all connected in various degrees to the Masonic tradition. Some rose high within it, others simply lived alongside its influence. What's fascinating isn't the gossip or conspiracy theories. It's the underlying reason why this knowledge was kept secret. Because people who understand these principles don't operate like the average person. They don't see life as a series of random events. They see life as a system deeply governed by laws that most people never learn. But today, that changes. Not because secrets are being leaked, but because the age of information makes secrecy obsolete. And the wisdom that was once locked away is now available to you, provided you understand it. A foundation. Most people miss cause and effect beyond the physical. You've probably heard of cause and effect. It's one of the most basic concepts taught in school. If you push something, it moves. If you touch fire, it burns. If you plant a seed, a plant grows. These are physical demonstrations of cause and effect. But what those secret teachings understood, what very few people are truly taught, is that cause and effect extends far beyond the physical plane. Most people are educated about cause and effect only at the physical level because visible matter is easy to observe. But the universe isn't just physical, it's made up of multiple planes of existence, physical, mental, and spiritual, all interconnected. This idea shows up in ancient Hermetic teachings as above, so below, as below, so above. The principle of correspondence. This means that patterns in the physical realm correspond to patterns in the mental and spiritual realms, and vice versa, which means every effect you see in your physical reality was first a cause in the mental or spiritual domain. Physical results are symptoms, mental and spiritual causes are sources, and most people are unaware of this. They try to change the effects, the results, without ever understanding the source. That's like trying to stop weeds from growing without ever addressing the soil they sprout from. You're stuck at the surface. If you want real change, you must understand cause at the deeper levels. The real law of cause and effect, not just the physical version. So what does it mean that cause and effect operates beyond the physical? It means that your thoughts are causes, your emotions are causes, your beliefs are causes, your inner mental states are causes, and the physical world is the effect. Everything you see, experience, and touch in your life, from relationships to finances, health to circumstances, is ultimately an effect created by deeper causes that originated in your internal world. This is why people with similar mental patterns tend to attract similar life experiences. Internal thought patterns often manifest externally over time. Persistent emotional states create consistent life results. Every moment you think, feel, believe, or imagine, you're setting causes into motion that later become effects. The outer world is simply a reflection of your inner state. Why most people never see this clearly? Cause and effect as a principle is usually treated like a surface-level idea, something you hear in a proverb or self-help book, but very few people are taught its full depth. Most education systems focus on cause and effect as a physical interaction, not a multi-plane universal law. So people learn, if I study, I do better in school. If I practice, I perform better. If I exercise, I get stronger. But they never learn, if I transform my internal state, I transform the world I experience. This is the missing piece, and the reason it was kept hidden is not mystical guardianship, it was control. If people understand that their inner world shapes their outer world, they stop giving power to external sources. Seeker believes your power belongs to you, not to institutions, not to systems, not to anyone else. How causes on mental and spiritual planes become physical effects. Let's break this down. Every thought carries energy. Every emotion carries resonance. Every belief carries momentum. Your mental and spiritual states are constantly broadcasting and receiving signals, whether you're aware of it or not. This is similar to concepts like the law of attraction, the principle of vibration, the universal law of cause and effect. But here's what many people miss. You are always transmitting. There is no pause button. There is no off switch. You don't go into high consciousness just when you meditate. You are always emanating and influencing. Your nervous system, your emotions, your thoughts, they're all part of an ongoing broadcast that shapes your life experience. If you're consistently dwelling in joy, peace, gratitude, clarity, courage, love, you're sending out a powerful signal and the universe responds. But if your mental diet consists of worry, fear, negativity, blame, confusion, then your reality reflects that. This is why some people can sit in harmony with life and things just flow for them, while others feel like life constantly pushes against them. It's not luck, it's internal state broadcasting outward. The principle of vibration, the substance of reality. Another core teaching that these traditions emphasized is the principle of vibration. Everything is in motion, everything vibrates, nothing rests. Even objects that seem solid, like a rock, are vibrating at a microscopic level. Our senses just can't detect it without instruments. This means matter is movement, energy is motion, consciousness is vibrating. You are not a static object, you are a vibrating field of energy, a transmitter and receiver at the same time. This is crucial because like attracts like. Your frequency determines what you draw into your life. High vibration yields positive experiences, harmony, flow, clarity. Low vibration yields resistance, conflict, stress, chaos. Your dominant internal vibration, your emotional tone, mental focus, and belief patterns dictates the type of effects that will show up in your world. Manifestation isn't a gimmick, it's physics. It's not about wishful thinking, it's about vibrational correspondence. Reality creation, not just a phrase, but a law. This brings us to one of the deepest secrets these wisdom traditions understood. You are constantly creating reality, not occasionally, not when you intend it, not only when you meditate. You are creating every second of your life. You don't create randomly, you create according to your inner state. If your inner state is consistent, clear, purposeful, aligned, energetic, harmonized, then the effects in your outer world will reflect that. If your inner state is chaotic, reactive, distracted, fear-driven, conflicted, then your outer world mirrors that energy. Your inner world is the incubator of cause. Your outer world is the display of effect. How to take control of this process. If cause and effect operate at deeper levels, then the path to change isn't outside, it's inside. That means you don't change your life by changing your circumstances, you change your life by changing your internal state. Here are practical steps to start. 1. Control your mental diet. Just like you choose what you eat physically, choose what you feed your mind. Ask yourself, what media do I consume? What thoughts do I dwell on? What environments influence me? Who are the people I surround myself with? Your mental diet determines your internal climate. If you feed negativity, doubt, fear, and distraction, that becomes the fuel for what your life expresses. If you feed uplifting, empowering, wise, and expansive ideas, then your internal world strengthens. Your mind doesn't just think, it broadcasts. 2. Choose your inner focus, not just your outer actions. Most people assume, I have to fix my life externally first. But here's the reversal. If you fix your inner state first, your outer life will adjust accordingly. When your thoughts consistently align with what you want, not what you fear, you begin to cause different outcomes. Thought to emotion, to inner vibration, to physical effect. This chain determines experience. 3. Observe your emotional resonance. Your feelings are not random, they are vibrational indicators of your internal state. Pay attention to what elevates you and what drains you. The closer your emotional state is to who you truly are, joy, peace, connection, expansion, the more favorable your effects become in reality. You aren't chasing emotion, you are tuning into your natural vibrational alignment. 4. Don't stress over perfection, focus on return. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking, I have to be perfect in my inner state. That's unrealistic. You're transmitting moment to moment, and sometimes you fall off course. That's fine. What matters is how quickly you return to alignment. It's not about perfection, it's about moment-to-moment awareness. When you fall off, and sooner or later you will, the real question is, how quickly can you get back on the horse? That's where momentum happens. The truth about mastery. Great leaders, artists, scientists, and innovators didn't become remarkable because of luck or privilege. They succeeded because they understood consciously or intuitively how cause and effect operates beyond the surface. They knew inner states shape outer reality. Consistent vibration yields consistent effects. Mental focus matters more than random action. The inner world precedes the outer world. And once you understand these principles, once they move from theory to lived experience, your life will transform, not because something external changed, but because your internal world became a more powerful cause. Your invitation. The knowledge once limited to initiates is no longer restricted. You now have access to the first principles that govern reality, cause and effect across planes, vibration as the substrate of existence, the mind as a transmitter and creator, the emotional state as a vibrational indicator, the outer world as a reflection of the inner world. But wisdom alone isn't enough. Understanding without application is like having a map and never taking the journey. Your life becomes what you cause it to become. That's the power you've always had. That's the reality you can now intentionally create. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Awaken, ascend, become.